Today we are looking at Unit 2, Mission 3, which is rational numbers again. We're going to be looking today at converting improper fractions to mixed numbers, meaning we have more than one whole. We have 17/12. We need to convert that to a mixed number. These are not a perfect conversion here. This is two separate fractions we are looking at. So here we worked on proper fractions already, so we're going to move past that and look at some improper fractions. So here is an improper fraction, 9/4, and we're going to convert it to a mixed number. To do so, first I'm going to do what it says, part A, drawing a picture. So the denominator tells us how many pieces are in each circle, or each pie. So I'm going to divide this one into 4 pieces. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fourths in that circle. So I have all of those. I need to get to 9 fourths. If I draw another circle, that will give us 5, 6, 7, 8 fourths. We're getting closer. We need 9 fourths here. So I'm going to draw a third circle. There we have 9. So to count up how many circles we have total, we have 2 wholes, and we have 1 extra piece out of 4. That piece of pizza, where that pizza was divided into 4 slices, we want 1 of them. So you can also figure out our answer by just doing division. We have the improper fraction 9 fourths. We need to figure out how many times does 4 go into 9. 4 goes into 9 2 times, and that gave us 8. And we need a total of 9, so how many more? There's 1 extra. We need 1 more fourth to get us to 9. So there we go. Let's take a look at the next one. Here we have 11 fifths. So into 5 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want 11 of them. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need that whole pizza. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 more. So we were at 5, now we're at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we need 11 pieces, so we've eaten that whole one, and we need 1 more just for 1 more piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those aren't very even. Do your best to draw fifths. There we go, that was a little better. We only want 1 of them. Right there, that will give us the 11th piece we need. So counting up how many we have total, we have 2 whole, and then that 1 piece out of 5 pieces. Or if we just divide 11 fifths, 5 goes into 11 2 times. 5 times 2 gave us 10, but we need 11, so how many more? We need 1 more piece out of the 5 total. There we go. The reason why we write the 2 here is because 5 2 times, that gives us 10 whole pieces. That would be these whole 10 pieces. We just count that as 2 wholes. Because 5/5 is just 1. 5 pieces out of 5 is 1 whole. Now we have 9 thirds. So we want to divide these into 3 big pieces. We have 1, 2, 3. So we're eating that whole pizza. And then we need another one. That'll give us 4, 5, 6 total. But we need to get to 9. So we really have 7, 8, 9. We've eaten all 3. So altogether we've eaten 3 wholes. So 9, 3, 3 goes into 9 3 times. That one works out perfectly. Let's take a look at a couple more. We are going the other direction now. We are converting to an improper fraction. So we have 2 whole pizzas and then 1 fifth. So we only have 1 of the pieces here. So what we need to do is, even though these are wholes, we need to also divide them into fifths so that we're talking about the same kind of pizzas. They're all in fifths. So we're looking at 1 whole, 2 whole, and that extra piece. So how many fifths do we really have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So we really have 11 fifths. Now, how could we do that without drawing a picture? Well, we know that each of these has 5 pieces in it, and there are 2 of them. So what we can do with our fraction here, 2 and 1/5, it says multiply first. We're going to multiply. We're going to go from the bottom up to the top. We're going to multiply 5 times 2, which gives us 10. And then we're going to add that 1 extra piece, which would give us 11. So we took these 2 1 wholes, and we took that and we multiplied it by 5. 2 times 5 gave us the 10 pieces in these 2 that we needed, plus the 1 more, which would give us 11 fifths total. Let's take a look at the next one. We want 1 whole and then 2 thirds. So I'm going to divide this into thirds, and we want 2 of them. This one I'm also going to divide into thirds, so we're talking about the same units, but we have that 1 whole thing. The 1 whole and the 2 thirds. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 thirds total. But if we wanted to convert this using our mixed number without drawing a picture, we would take our 1 whole and we would multiply it by 3. So 3 times 1, and then we're going to add the 2 extra pieces from the second circle. So 3 times 1 is 3, those 3 pieces, plus the 2 more here gives us 5 thirds. So we're multiplying this way and we're putting our answer right on the top there. And they're still all out of 3 pieces. Next we have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5/6. It's easy to draw 3 straight lines to get 5 out of 6 there. So each of these would also be divided into 6. So how many do we really have? Oopsies, didn't mean to do that. Whoop. We know we have 4 wholes, and each of them are divided into 6 pieces. So I'm going to jump right over here to converting. We're going this direction. Multiply and then add. 6 times 4 is 24. So just within these we have 24 slices of pizza. Plus we have these 5 extra. So 24 plus 5 gives us 29. So we really have 29 sixths. Which is exactly what we could have done here. We could have counted up 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 5 more. Would have given us 29 sixths. Next, I would like you to convert these 2 into a mixed number, meaning how many wholes and then how many parts, and then go in the opposite direction from a mixed number to an improper fraction. Then click play and see if you got them right. So I'm going to use the math method here. We are going to take 2 and figure out how many halves go into 9. 2 goes into 9 4 times, because 2 times 4 is 8. We've used up 8 pieces, but we need to get to 9. Should be an arrow. We need to get to 9, so we need 1 more piece out of 2 wholes. Or if you divided all of these in half into 2 pieces, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So 9 halves is 4 wholes, and then another half. Next, how many times does 3 go into 7? 3 goes into 7 2 times, because 3 times 2 is 6, but we need to get to 7 pieces, so we need 1 more third. If you drew out a picture here and divided these into thirds, we would need 7 thirds. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that would be 2 wholes and the 1 extra piece out of 3. Now going the other direction, Remember, multiply and then add. We're going this way to put the number on the top. We have 2 wholes that each have 8 pieces in them. You don't need to draw the picture if you don't have to. So 2 times 8 is 16, and then 16 plus 3 more gives us 19. We have those 3 extra pieces from the third pie, or pizza. So that's an improper fraction, 19/8. Same with this one, multiply and then add. We're going this way to write it on top. These pizzas are divided into 7 pieces. One whole that had 7, and then the second one also divided into 7 pieces, but we're only looking at 5 of them. So 1 times 7 is 7, that's this whole one, plus the 5 more. 5 plus 7 gives us 12. So we have 12 sevenths. The last page here, it just wants us to compare. Now, it's easy to compare if we have different numbers out front because 2 is bigger than 1. However, these are both 1. So we need to decide which is bigger here between 5 sevenths and 7 twelfths. And I have the circles right here for you so we can just color them in. So 5 out of 7, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. And this is 7 twelfths. Well, 6 would be half. 7 would be 1 more. So which is greater? Well, this one here, the 5 sevenths would be greater. These are out of 7, and these are out of 12. So 5 sevenths is greater than 7 twelfths. Next, same thing. We have 8 wholes, so we don't need to compare that. We're just going to compare which is greater between 8 elevenths and 5 ninths. So this graph is divided into 11, and this one is divided into 9. So we have 8 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of 11. That would leave 3 left over. That makes sense. And then 5 ninths. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This one's really pretty close. There are 3 pieces left of each, but these 3 pieces are way smaller than these 3 pieces. So this one has less left over. You can see this line goes down a little bit further here than this one. This is, we have more of this one filled in of the elevenths. So 8 elevenths would be greater than 5 ninths. Last, we don't even need to compare these circles because which is greater, 3 holes or 2 holes? We have 3 whole pies here and 2 here. We know 3 is greater than 2, plus the extra that they have. It doesn't matter. This one is not even at 3 yet. This one's more than 3. All right,